Hello, you guys. Today we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart, and that's my feet. I'm Dr. Melanie Carlone. I'm a physical therapist and somatic healer. I've been at this almost 40 years. If you've been dealing with foot pain that just doesn't seem to resolve, worse at the end of the day, your heels hurt, you've been told you have plantar fasciitis, your arches are always kind of tender, you're just sore by the end of the day, you're getting swelling. And even though you've stretched and you've strengthened, you rest your feet, you elevate them, you get better shoes, it just keeps coming back. Well, you are so not alone. I mean, think about it. A lot of us encase our feet in little coffins called shoes, and we walk on flat surfaces, which is exactly not how we're designed to walk. So foot pain is really, really common. And most people think it's a structural problem, like if they just fix the structure somehow, or stop overusing them, or maybe just part of getting older, that it's going to get better. And it doesn't? Well, guess what? Foot pain isn't a failure. It is a mismatch between how we're designed and how we're currently living. So today I want to help you just reframe foot pain, not as something broken, but a signal to your body that getting in there, supporting it, understanding how the foot works, and giving it what it needs is how you're designed, that will help bring you back into balance. So I want to show you some simple nervous system friendly ways that help the feet feel supported again. And we're going to use a small ball, super ball when I was a kid. Super awesome. So foot pain isn't natural for us. Our feet aren't meant to be stiff or passive, but that's exactly what shoes do. Our feet are designed to be incredibly adaptable. I mean, look at all these amazing bones, all of them with ligaments holding them together and tendons moving them. So every time your foot meets the ground thousands of times a day, it's constantly adjusting to the terrain, the load from your body and movement. And when the nervous system feels safe and your foot isn't hurting and your foot is given the kind of territory, the kind of terrain that it's designed to work with, usually we don't have problems. But we can't walk around barefoot all the time. And even, and sometimes especially, the barefoot shoes, when you're walking on cement and flat surfaces, make everything worse. So, the tissues of the foot are designed to distribute pressure really beautifully. And pain often shows up when compensation for one thing or another has been living in the feet. So instead of asking, how do I fix my feet? The more helpful question is, how can my feet feel and meet the ground more clearly again? That's a really important one. So the foot's designed to be a tripod. The heel, the ball of the little toe, and the ball of the big toe lay like a tripod, because you don't only have an arch here. This is a right foot. You don't only have an arch here on the inside. You have an arch on the outside, and you have an arch across here. So those three arches form a tripod. But think about it. Flat surfaces, shoes that keep our feet from having sensory input, uneven surfaces around the foot, all cause our feet over time to collapse. So what we're going to do today is get into the areas of the foot that have been kind of amnesic, like you don't even really remember you have them. We're also going to get into moving areas of congestion in the foot. And this is really cool, like in Chinese medicine, there's a whole, what's called a homunculus. The whole body, Ayurvedic medicine too, the whole body has pressure points on the feet. So you can do some really amazing stuff, not just for your feet, but your whole body to be well, okay? So let's see if I can get this to organize so that you can see my feet. All right, so I'm gonna lay this down and we're gonna get up. Yeah, okay, that'll work good. And bring the ball and the foot together so you can see. So with your small ball, I suggest you do this on a carpet. The first thing you want to do is explore. What's going on here, foot? So getting on the ball and the arch of the foot and holding on. So I have a chair here to my side that I can hold on to. Hold on to something. I'm going to lay about 25 to 75% of my body weight on this ball. And I'm just going up and down. Oh, there's a good one. to feel where there are areas of tenderness. So first explore your arch. Don't get down to the heel yet, do the arch. And notice where you know you're going to have to come back to. This should not be excruciating. If 0 is no pain and 10 is you better quit or I'm going to smack you, make it like lower than a 5 for sure. Breathe in your low back. Let the body know it's safe to do this. All right. After I've gone into the arch of the foot, I'm now going to go across the balls of each of the toes. So again, holding on, weight, and off. For those of us who have problems with the feet, you may have been told you have a toe deformity, hammer toes. This one can be particularly interesting, right? So I'm going to do several of those. So right in the middle of my foot, I know I'm going to have to come back to that. Then I'm going to come to the heel, and mostly the inside of the heel. You'll do a little on the outside, but see how it's shaped? There's a real fleshy bit with a lot of nerves, arteries, veins, and lymphatics right in here. So get in there with kindness and explore the heel. If you have plantar fasciitis, be very kind to yourself. You do not need to overdo this. And my heels are actually pretty good. Most of my issues in the center. So now I'm going to come back after exploring to the tender spots. And I'm going to push down on them and then give them wiggles. And I'm going to explore. Stay curious. Stay in your breath. Do not hold your breath. Do not grimace. Do not make this a misery walk. Make this something that feels good. And make sure you're hydrated and not just water. If you're not taking pinches of sea salt, the most easy, accessible trace elements you can get, if you're not taking pinches of sea salt in your water regularly so it mixes with fluid to get into your blood, you're probably not hydrated because our soil does not have the kind of mineralization we need. So you want fluid in your tissues. All right, so I'm working the spots, back and forth, little glides. I'm really not moving my skin over the ball as much as pressing down and rolling back and forth. So give this some time. Get in there and explore, all right? If you want, you can switch feet and explore on one foot, explore on the other, and then move and release on one foot and then the other. All right, so that's complete now on my right foot. Now I'm going to go ahead and do cross friction, cross mobilization. I'm going to go from the big toe to the side. I'm going to go down, big toe to the side. I'm going to go down, all right? So I come here and I roll it. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I roll it and I just keep working the ball down the foot. Press and go across, come off. Press and go across, come off, press and go across, come off. And you'll feel very often crunchy crunchies and snaps and crackles, hydration, and the release of long-held tension pattern. When I come to the bottom of the foot, I go on my toes, and I go back across the heel. Beautiful. And now, to finish, I'm going to start at the toe, big toe, and roll to the heel. Bring it back, second toe, roll to the heel, third toe, roll to the heel, so forth. Oh my gosh. That gets your feet in the most extraordinary place. So after you've done both toe, think again about your tripod. The heel, the ball of the little toe, the ball of the big toe. When you have those firm to the ground and you can lift your arches, keep your toes soft, lift your arches. See how my feet look like they're shortening? That's the musculature that you want to activate and be using when you're walking. I'm going to talk more, again, about specific walking patterns and how to use these beautiful feet. But for now, that's what I got. So, interesting, eh? So let me just, I guess in closing, say, it's very interesting how even if you've had knee problems or hip problems, even if you've been clenching your jaw, your shoulders are off, it is incredible how when your feet are hydrated. They reorganize the plantar fascia. The connective tissue that helps your foot adapt to load kind of brings ease all the way up the body. So here's another way to make this effective without as much effort. Tiny habits. Link the thing you want to do with what you do regularly you don't even think about. So take that ball and put it in a little cup next to your toothbrush. Make sure there's a rug, a little carpet in your bathroom, and that way once or twice a day, you're restoring sensation, you're giving support at the foundation without turning it into another thing to do. You just do it while you're brushing your teeth. And here's the crazy thing. Over time, most of the people I work with notice less foot pain, more ease when they're standing or walking, and often, inexplicably, but I know how connected it is, the knee hurts less, the hip hurts less, the low back hurts less, not because you forced anything, not because you did a bunch of exercise, but because the system of your beautiful body reorganized itself underneath and around the pain you were having. You kind of saw it, you addressed it. So foot pain doesn't mean you're broken. It means your feet have been working hard without enough information. And when your feet can feel the ground more clearly, when the movement of the foot is more active, everything above your feet benefits. So in the next video, I want to talk about more the knee, the tibia and the fibula above the knee, and the ankle, and why knee pain often isn't just about the knee, but the foot, the ankle, and the tibia and fibula. So I love this stuff. Until then, move gently, stay curious, be kind to yourselves, and I'll see you later, Gaias. Thanks.